See students, open your page number 63 from the textbook. Lesson number 10, Our Forest Wealth. Keep your fingers on the first line. The natural vegetation of an area includes its forest wealth. A forest is an important natural resource. It has been calculated that a country must have 1/3 of its total area under forest. But in India, only 1/5 of its total area is covered with forests. This is far less than what is required. Forests are also an important natural resource. Forests and its products are useful to us in the following ways. They give us spices, medicinal plants, different types of herbs, rubber and fruits. They provide shelter to various animals and birds. They provide hardwood for constructing buildings, furniture and tools. They provide a soft wood which is used to make things like paper and matchsticks. Forest helps to control soil erosion and floods. Forests also attract clouds and bring rainfall. Forests purify air and check global warming. See the next page, page number 64. Types of forests. India has many types of forests. Evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorn forest, tidal forest, mountain forest. Evergreen forest. Another name for evergreen forest is tropical rainforest. These forests are found in hot and wet region. The slopes of Western Ghats, hills of the northern eastern parts of our country and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands have dense evergreen forests. All these places are hot and receive a lot of rainfall. As the name suggested, the trees of this forest remain green throughout the year. These trees are tall and have an umbrella-shaped canopy or covered on the top. The wood of this forest are very hard. Mahogany, rosewood, and ebony are some important varieties of evergreen trees. A huge variety of French climbers and bamboos also grow in this forest. Deciduous forest. Deciduous forests are popularly called monsoon forests. They are found at the foothills of the Himalayas, Sahyadris, and northeastern part of the Indian peninsula. This forest covers the maximum part of our country. Unlike the evergreen forest, the trees of this forest shed their leaves once a year. Teak, sal, sesame, sandalwood, mahua, simul, and bamboo are the main trees found in this forest. Thorn forest. Thorn forests grow in the area that receive very less rainfall. They grow in the desert region of Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Haryana. These forests have trees with long, see the next page, page number 65, roots that grow deep into the soil. Thick barks, sharp thorns, or modified leaves are small leaves, which in return prevents water loss from the surface. These plants and trees can survive without water for long duration. Babul, wild palms, and kikar are the most popular trees of thorn forest. Tidal forest. Tidal forests are also called mangrove forests. They are found in the deltas of rivers and areas which are submerged in sea water. This forest can survive in both fresh and salt water. The delta region of Ganga and Brahmaputra are full of such forests. Sundari trees grows here. Its wood is used to make boats. The Sundarban is named after the Sundari tree. This tree belongs to the mangrove family. Mountain forest. Mountain forests, as the name tell us, are found in the Himalayan region and part of the Nilgiri hills in South India. Some of these forests have the coniferous varieties which bear cones, cheer, devdar, fir, chestnut, cedar, pine, and spruce are the trees found in this forest. These trees are tall and have pointed, sharp, needle-shaped leaves. Therefore, the snow does not gather on the trees. Wood of this tree is used to make paper. Save trees. The non-stop utilization of forests has reduced the forest cover significantly. As a result, we are facing problems of soil erosion, flood, and droughts. Since forests play a vital role in supporting life on this earth, the government has been compelled to take steps that will regenerate this important resource quickly. See the page number 66. Keep your fingers on the first line. Have you heard about the Chipko Andolan or Chipko movement? The word Chipko means to hug or embrace. In the 1970s, a group of women in Uttarakhand started this movement. They prevented cutting down of trees by hugging them. This movement started from Rini village of Uttarakhand and spread all over Garhwal region. The women folk of this region came together to revolt against the ruthless cutting down of trees. Sundarlal Bahuguna headed this movement, and the hard work of the people ultimately bore fruit when the government passed law to stop deforestation. But even this has not discouraged people from cutting trees. The government has started programs such as social forestry movements and One Mahotsav to encourage forest conservation. For every child a tree, this program was started in which children are encouraged to plant trees and even care for them. Apart from this, the government is also involving locals and tribal people in the conservation of forests. Steps are also being taken to develop green belts in urban areas. Wild animals. Forests are homes to wild animals and a huge variety of insects and birds. When we cut forests, we also destroy the habitat of these living creatures. Unrestricted poaching and hunting has led to the extinction of many species. Therefore, the government has set up national parks along with wildlife and bird sanctuaries to protect the animals as well as their habitat. Elephants, hippos, rhinos, deers are found in the northeast. The Kaziranga and Manas National Park are homes of all these animals. Rhinos were killed for, see the next page, medicines, and the musk deer were killed for the musk used in perfumes. The Gir forests of Gujarat are homes of Asiatic lions. The Royal Bengal tiger is found in the Sundarbans. Ranthambore and Jim Corbett National Park are also tiger reservoirs. The deciduous forests are home to animals like bear, boar, wild buffalo, and leopard, birds, snakes like cobras and pythons, fish, turtles, and tortoise are found in different parts of our country. To preserve wildlife, laws have been enacted along with setting up of national parks and wild sanctuaries. Many endangered species are today alive only because of the habitat created by the government. Now understood, student, the lesson you have to read again and again without doing any spelling mistakes to understand it more better.